Hello. Welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode number 256 for the week of April 14th, 2019. I am Nemesis, and I am joined by Alca7raz.
Hey.
Yes, Star Wars Episode 9 trailer dropped.
Yes,
Finally.
it did.
The Rise of Skywalker, huh?
Let the drama begin.
The drama, lots of speculation.
Uh-huh.
The Senate shall reconvene.
Star Wars, the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. That's a big deal. I mean, I am truly excited. My only worry is they're going to start retconning stuff out from The Last Jedi or something. That's my worry.
Yeah.
They'll retcon stuff from there. I hope not. But, yeah, that's a big thing.
Yep.
It's like, oh, hey, the trailer, neat.
Neat.
What?
Oh, yeah. And people are commenting one of the opening scene of the trailer is a reference. It's an homage to an old movie.
North by Northwest.
Yep, that's the one. Running from the plane.
Yep. It's like, oh, dang. Yeah, that's a thing. That definitely happened.
Yep.
Definitely looking forward to that. But we're here to talk about Star Wars.
This is not a Star Wars podcast.
Go see a Star Wars.
It's not a pod racing podcast.
Oh. Yeah, we have pony stuff to talk about, actually, including some news and a little bit of there. The new episode that came out, Uprooted, and, of course, the fan content thing at the end.
Yep.
So might as well go ahead and get started with news. If you want to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/shownotes, spelled LIBSYN, and you can click the links and get more info. So we'll start with convention. Tony Fleece will be at BronyCon.
Yay.
Comic artist. In fandom news, the person behind Daydreaming Derpy and Spike's Day Off is teasing another game project, which is at this point currently unnamed.
Unnamed project number 3.
And there's they actually showed a list of names they thought of they haven't decided on yet. So yeah, there's a long list of potential names. Who knows what happens?
Naming is always the hardest part.
Mm-hmm. I know that. Every week.
Every week you
come
come
up
up
with a new
with
name.
something
And then
funny.
of course at this point, did I already use that?
Yep.
I don't know. Merchandise news. Hallmark's 2019 J1 MLP ornament is up for pre-order. I believe I remember seeing green. Okay, yeah, green mane, gray. Don't know who it is. Seashell.
She sells seashells.
Yeah. And the new brushables are starting to hit stores. These are just more or less the same, just with little sparkly bits on them now. Yeah, like the weird glitter that glits everywhere. That stuff.
Glitter. I hate glitter so much. Once you
Fun
touch it,
Yeah.
anything with glitter, you'll always find it.
Yep.
Days later.
Yep. In Equestria Girls news, let's see, Katrina Hadley said that more Equestria Girls shorts are coming, but, well, don't know when. But they're
Don't know
coming.
when.
There's more stuff.
More shorts.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, that makes sense because at this point there, season 2 is listed or whatever on the Discovery Family Go Up and only has 2 entries. Indeed. In Friendship is Magic news, Patton Oswalt did an interview on Conan where he talked about his upcoming role in Friendship is Magic along with his wife and daughter.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, we already heard about this and we already knew about it and all that stuff, but
There's an interview.
yeah,
so
he's
there's more
talking
details.
about it a little bit.
Yep.
And a new Season 9 trailer has been released with some new scenes. Not a ton because it's only 15 seconds long, but there's some new stuff in there.
Only so much you can do in 15 seconds.
And the first half of Season 9 is available for purchase on iTunes and I suspect at other places as well.
Yep.
If you want to, keep up with it in HD
Yeah.
without watermarks.
Without watermarks. You only get the ones that have been aired. For now. Unless
now.
they pull one of those things that they did
Again.
years ago again. How long has it been since they've done iTunes has screwed that up?
I think they did it in Season 6.
When was the last time they screwed up the release?
Yeah, I want to say they did in Season 6. They accidentally released something a couple hours early. It wasn't that early. It was like a day early, but
Wasn't like that one time years back. It was like days.
yeah, Season 2, they released Hearts and Hooves Day when they released the last episode, the episode beforehand, so I was able to watch it early because I had the iTunes subscription.
A lot of people are able to jump on it
two
early.
episodes downloading? Oh boy!
Someone screwed up.
Download faster. And finally, Jim Miller dropped some details in the 200th episode. And see, apparently they asked the VAs things they wanted the characters to do, but we've never seen them do. And so there's a lot of ideas. So they took them to some of the best ideas they got from them, and had Josh Haber and Nicole Dubuc write a script.
So yes, the VAs are actually getting
a story credit.
Writing credits.
Yeah, a story by credit. So there's
Story
a
by
thing.
credits. Yeah.
I'm a little worried just because Haber's involved, but then again, it's not in a story editor position, hopefully. So there's that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go Haber's very hit and miss depending what role he's taking on and what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
We'll see.
Hopefully, because that's next week.
Yep, that's next week's, and it'll probably be a fun episode one way or another.
There you go.
I'm optimistic. Cautiously optimistic, but I'm optimistic.
And that's the news.
Yep.
And so we got to go ahead and move on to the new episode of Season 9, Uprooted. So, quick synopsis. Let's see. The Student 6 all have a collective dream where the Tree of Harmony calls them to them for help. They find out from Twilight that the tree's actually been destroyed. They go to the cave and, freak out for a little bit, and then they decide they need to do something to memorialize it, and they all have different ideas, conflict with each other until it all becomes a huge mess. Then Yona drags them all together, they build a tree house. It then turns into a giant tree house where the castle of the two sisters were, because magic, I guess. And that's more or less the episode.
Yep.
It's pretty straightforward, really.
The tree's not dead, but the tree's dead, but it actually isn't.
Or something.
Yeah.
Like we said last week, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not dead.
Yeah.
Turns out I was right. Called
it's still alive in other ways.
Not even angry. Being so sincere right now. So this episode is kind of like, I guess it's okay. I don't know. It's
yeah, it's
not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just kind of
it's all right.
Yeah, it's just it's the Student 6, so it's kind of like, I don't know. It feels weird.
It does. It's hard to put my finger on it. But it does feel a bit odd.
It almost feels, at times, it feels a little contrived.
A little bit contrived, and maybe some pacing issues as well.
Yeah,
it was just kind of, we need something, and they quickly kind of loosely put something together because they needed to fulfill something.
Yeah, the thing
honestly, I
was,
wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. They wanted a new playset, so
yeah, it's
introduce a new
looks like
playset.
a playset. The new treehouse thing looks very much like a playset.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if it showed up as an actual playset.
If I recall, it was a play. I'm trying to remember. If I recall, they did make a playset thing.
Yeah, so that might be part of why it feels the way it is. But yeah, contrived is pretty close to what the word I was thinking.
Yeah. It's the thing here is it just feels really almost feels like you really are trying to force the Student 6 into being a thing again, kind of, in a sense that like it's kind of almost feels like a thing the main 6 should be doing actually, because they're the ones who are really connected to the thing with between being the elements and all that, but because they established that thing last season, they have to carry it through to this. And
yeah.
Only the Student 6 could save the tree because of, I
don't know.
Shut up.
I don't know, unless they're wanting to go with a pass the torch kind of a thing.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know where they're going exactly anymore. It's like, it feels like they don't really know how to, handle all the characters they introduce. It really does feel like just because, has mandated big school. Now we're kind of like,
no,
okay.
we have it and we have to use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a large chunk of it is just basically they get really angry with each other real quick over this too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Have differing ideas on how best to do it, and they no, I'm gonna do it my way, and then they get.
Then Yona yells, and that's that really.
Yeah. They get upset at each other because they're what each of them is doing is conflicting with the other, and
Yona's just upset because everyone's fighting.
Yep, Yona's the best character.
Exactly. Yona's the best of the
one
student
out of all
6.
of them.
It's reaffirmed here. Yona best yuck.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing is, what was it I was thinking of? The yeah, I think honestly part of it felt like the weird. We went from them the whole their fighting thing, and then we just quickly transitioned to they're helping each other and just
Pacing issues there.
yeah, it just felt like almost 2 montages back to back. Almost.
Yep.
Actually, this episode was kind of filled with montages.
Yeah. And we got a song during one of them. The second building the house thing, the tree house.
Yes, it was an okay song.
It was all right.
Yeah, it's again not one of the better ones. I think.
Yeah, there are better songs.
Right,
It's not
Student 6
bad.
couldn't really get a song before this though.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so. No,
They may have. I can't remember.
I mean, yeah, especially since a good chunk of their voice actors are already singers
Yeah.
in the show in some capacity. Yeah, that's the thing is, it felt like part of it just felt they really turned on each other kind of way too quickly, and then made up way too quickly.
Yeah, which is why I mentioned pacing issues.
Yeah,
It just those things just happened real quick.
I mean, to the degree, some of it made sense, like Gallus trying to turn into a roadside attraction because griffins and greed and yeah,
Capitalism.
Yep. Yeah. So I can't. Sandbar is weird, so just replace the tree with another tree.
Just
sure,
put another tree.
I mean, it makes sense
It's
to a degree.
symbolism.
I can see the logic, but boy, did you miss the point. I mean, also, yeah. I mean, their ideas in and of themselves aren't necessarily bad ideas. It's just they couldn't. None of them really wanted to compromise on it either.
Yep.
Well, I would actually say Gallus's idea was kind of not great because it's so crass and capitalistic.
Yeah, Gallus's idea I would say is objectively bad.
Yeah, I mean, like build a statue, okay.
That makes sense. Monument.
Artwork symbolizing the feelings, okay, yeah, sure.
That works. Like a meditation.
Oh, sandbars is also just kind of
planted a tree. It's symbolism.
It's symbolism, but it's kind of weak.
Yeah, but
weak.
it's not bad. It's just weak. There's a difference. It's not Gallus is, I'm going to profit off of this.
Yeah, Celis wanted to do a little thing about you can come here and think quietly about harmony things.
Yep.
Thinking of tree.
No negative thoughts in this area.
Yeah. It's just
Becon negative thoughts.
It's hard to talk about it merely because there's just not a bunch really there.
Yeah, it is actually rather threadbare. And it treads a very, I think even the main 6 had a similar thing where they turned on each other and had to come back together.
Mm-hmm.
Has that happened more than once?
Once or twice, but nothing.
It's
usually
very
one or
common
two
trope.
of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
So, one of the other things is once again at the beginning, this is kind of annoying. It's like just okay, they're really leaning into it hard, which is just Twilight panicking over highlighters.
Yeah.
It's like, could you find a different character trait to focus on for a bit? Thanks, please. Because she's upset because like not even 20 highlighters and they're all orange, and yeah, it's just like, at least she dropped it real quick. But yeah, it's a thing of like, I don't know, that one actually feels like they're now just kind of yo-yoing between wise mentor and panicky neurotic mess for Twilight, and I'm a little concerned because I'm really hoping it isn't they don't just do that.
Just keep doing that through the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried that they'll keep doing that. And it's like, guys, come on, you're doing a better job of getting her back on track, and then you're blowing it again. Beyond that, the dream world was weird because like I don't know.
Maybe because the tree did it, and the tree
had just
broken.
tried to force all of their dreams together, and we got this weird
It
mess.
looked. I was almost expecting something with Discord because it looked like the Discord Chaos Worlds.
Because the thing is, like, it started off as just a weird dream of, I'm going to be part of the Wonderbolts. Woo!
Silver. Oh god.
And then you got Gallus.
So much shipping.
Yeah, and then you got Gallus all of a sudden just, he's having a nightmare, so it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently Sandbar's nightmare is not being able to pick a cupcake. It's like,
Sandbar's just...
Sandbar is kind of a boring dude. And it's kind of weird in that regard. I don't know. It's also the whole thing of like, oh, I just cleaned the tree up and moved it. What? Why would you do that?
I just picked up all the pieces and moved them. All right.
I'm afraid of his brain.
Sandbar just doesn't think things all the way through. He starts to, but
I just remembered because of the Silverstream thing that she did the superhero landing.
Yep, in the opening.
They did it.
Yep, they did it.
Congratulations.
She did the superhero landing and cracked the ground.
Yeah, it's like, that's the sign. It's like, okay, that's a dream.
Yeah.
Because before it's like, okay, sure, she's flying with
Dash.
No
Why Dash is in her Wonderbolt outfit? Okay,
that's
I'll
weird,
pass with
but
that. And then she
sure.
does that. Like,
okay, something's up. And then, congratulations, you're going to be the first non-Pony One Pegasus Wonderbolt.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then the nightmare starts. Starting now. We're doing a show right now and you're leading. Get up there and go.
Yeah. And then you got Yona falling. And that would make me wonder if that ties, remember, because they, fell pretty far in the season 8 finale.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder if Yona still has a little bit of a fear from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they tried to. The other thing is they also trying to build a clubhouse, and it's kind of a mess.
It's kind of a mess.
But they kind of like, it's kind of like a whole bunch of weird things kind of just mushed together, like us.
Yeah,
I get it. And then it turns, lights up, and like, get out. Oh man, what happened? One thing, get out.
And they just become part of the tree. Forever trapped within its walls. You can still hear the cries to this day.
Jesus. Yeah, it just grew and just broke a hole in the ceiling and grew in through to the
just wrecked the old castle.
Yeah. And then Twilight's like, "What the heck?" I felt that. What's going on? Oh,
it's like because you teleported in.
Yeah, and then hey, look, there's a special place for just the Student 6 because some reason they're special. I guess. Yeah, it really does feel like they're trying to replicate the whole main 6 dynamic thing, not quite succeeding.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost like, almost feels like an attempt to pass the torch.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing either.
Yeah, and it doesn't really help that the whole passing the torch has kind of bumbled in season 8.
Yeah,
because guess what? The main 6 aren't really working out as teachers very well. It's just hard to buy it. Thanks, Hasbro. You really threw a wrench into everything, didn't you? Yeah, but anyway, it feels like that whole treehouse thing is now going to be important because, somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how, but it's a thing. Yeah, it is. The whole episode is just kind of weird.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's not bad. It's just
it's okay. It's all right.
It's all right, and it just kind of feels
it's
weird.
Got some weird things that don't really. They feel just off.
Yeah,
it just feels off, and I just can't really quite totally place it. What the problem is exactly? I mean, I think it's just a couple minor things which on their own wouldn't be a problem, but they just kind of add up and just like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's there's some good, I guess some good lines in there here and there, but there's some kind of like weird ones, I guess. The Gallus saying something kind of racist.
Yeah, Gallus.
I did like that bit where trying to get permission.
Yeah.
And so the little bit is how the various ways they're trying to get Smolder
having to win a contest, basically.
Yeah.
Yona having to do chores.
Yona's just sucking up to her mom.
Basically, yeah. Gallus just had to ask.
Get out of here, kid. Don't bother me. If it means you don't bother me, then fine, sure.
Yep.
And Silverstream making a presentation.
Whole presentation on why.
What was it? Oh, and Celis getting signatures from a entire family, I guess, or whatever.
Yep, just got signatures,
including small changelings.
Grubs. Sandbar didn't need one. Like,
He was local.
he's local. He doesn't need one.
It's what was that? The other thing was no, Gallus just straight up like, do you need the in triplicate?
Do you need it in triplicate? Or is one okay?
Because like, oh, yep, he knows how to get on Twilight's good side real quick.
Sign all the forms in triplicate, because you never know if something else gonna happen to one.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm now struggling to find something else. That's the problem. It's like
overall, it's really threadbare. Mm-hmm. Not a huge amount happens, and most of it is just a tried and true story.
Yeah.
That we've seen in multiple places multiple times. Nothing really special or new. So, they call them because they're friends, and then they forget that they're friends and have to realize, oh, yes, we should be doing this together as friends. And, oh, look, because they figured out they're supposed to do as friends, which they should have already known and thought this was already established, we grew a big tree out of the ground. And that's basically it. Friends work together. There you go.
And we got the tree of harmony coming back. I'm like, hey, yeah, thanks.
Yep.
Built you this thing, I guess. It's me again or something. I don't know. Except now I have leaves, which are pink, still crystally,
and they're still crystals.
Oh yeah, Gallus also harassing those two ponies.
When
they came by, it's like, no, come back. You gotta see the puppet show. Perhaps the puppets aren't that creepy.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it's.
I also did like the ear muff on.
Sandbar putting the ear muffs on the sapling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandbar's weird.
It's a little weird.
Just a little. We're all a little weird. We're all mad here. Yeah, hard to talk about. Not a huge amount to it. Feels kind of weird, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I will say Silverstream's paintings were kind of neat looking.
They were really neat. I really liked them.
Although, yeah, they probably did need labels.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
They would have gone really well with Ocellus's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Zen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the problem. It's hard to say much of anything just because...
Hard to say anything. That was another episode.
That was something entirely different, yeah. Yeah, it's just not much to talk about. It's just so threadbare, and honestly... It's harder to get interested in the Student 6 episodes, to be honest.
It is.
It's just I'm not as
I'm wondering,
or I'm not as interested in Student 6 in part. I feel because their characters in general in season 8 were kind of fumbled a little, so it's a little harder to be as interested in them in their development as characters.
Yeah, and you didn't really see any real development. It almost felt like
just a reaffirmation of their friendship.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, we forgot.
It's a reaffirmation of it. Which I guess the premiere was also a little bit of a reaffirmation of things as well. I don't know. Maybe this is just a setup for something else. Maybe the treehouse is going to become important and cool, and they just needed something quickly to establish it.
Yeah, it also feels like an epilogue to the premiere, honestly.
Yeah, although that too. With
not a great epilogue either.
Not a great one. Just a tying up of that. Like, okay, tree's dead. Now what? Oh, the tree's not actually dead.
Yeah, like we suspected.
Yep.
Also did like Smolder wanted to beat up Sombra. Sombra's here, so I want to beat him up.
Beat him up.
I'm going to kick your butt. But yeah, it's just... Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess.
It's not bad, but...
It's not bad,
It's going to be... I predict this is going to be an episode that's kind of like, yeah, that exists.
Oh, yeah, that one episode. It'll be the one. Oh, yeah, that one.
The one where we'll get to the end of the season. Okay, we got to list our episodes out. What was that again? Oh, right, that one.
Where the tree popped out of the ground. Again.
So yeah, it's okay, I guess. I'm just hoping I'm hoping this winds up being the weakest, because that's not bad.
Yeah, if this is the weakest episode, then that's going to speak really well for the rest of the season. I just hope it's not all, on the other side. I hope it's not a sign of other things to come.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, some of the other, I think there's a lot of the upcoming episodes are very main six focused in some way or shape or form. So there's that.
Yeah,
including next week for sure. I guess that's it for that episode. We have a bunch to say, so this is gonna be real short.
It is gonna be short, so, but sometimes that happens.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on to fan content, and of course we're gonna start with Music.
Yes, music. I've got 2 songs that I want to feature this week. The first one is Forever Free Brownie's Birdsong.
Listen to the music in the sky. Feel it flowing through you as you fly. Softly as a whispered lullaby. Fluttershy. Everybody says you don't stand out. Well, now I know that they were wrong. There's too many ways to describe you. So I'll just sing you a bird song.
If I remember correctly, this is a remaster of his very first song that he released to the community. This one's all about Fluttershy-based song. It's just really well done. I like it. It's nice and mellow, as one would expect for Fluttershy. And yeah, I love the flow of it. All technical aspects are just great. Mixing instruments, the vocals, they're spot on. And I like the whistling sections too. I just kind of like those in songs.
Yeah.
Easy to follow along with and whistle along. Yeah, it's good. It's on a album that just got released too, so check that out.
This one, it's a very soft song. Very soft. Which, yeah. And also it's kind of folksy, particularly for large chunks of it.
Yep. It's fun.
Yeah.
The second song I have is Heartsong's Amethyst Hollow. This is a big-ish orchestral song that's got this sense of wonder to it. I really like this use of this airy kind of strings sound that it has that really leads to that sense of wonder, which makes sense when you realize what it was written for. It was written inspired by a section from a fanfic that is discovery of a cave, magical cave thing. So yes, it works really well and I really, really like it.
This song is kind of interesting because it kind of has a slightly dark undertone to it throughout the whole thing, which kind of gives you there's a slight unease there. And I really like the pianos and piano voices throughout it. And there's some, me before knowing the context of the song, full context of the song, is like, it felt kind of like a late evening walk through woods, which, yeah, can get a little
bit unnerving.
Exactly. That's what it felt like, honestly.
Yeah. Yep, those are the 2 I got this week.
All right. So moving on, fanfiction. Nothing new, but 2 updates. First off, I'll bring you home updated with a new chapter. In this one, Dash finds the library.
The library.
Yeah, the one with every book ever written. And gets lost. That's surprising, really. And then also she discovers what she's really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just Twilight.
Yep. I wonder, is that the... When I think mythological libraries, I think the Library of Akatosh.
Huh.
Or the Akatosh Records. Which I think might be what they're basing it
No,
off
and the
of.
author also said they're going to be updating every other week instead of every week now.
Yep.
There's that. And the other thing that updated is The Enchanted Kingdom with 2 new chapters, although actually 1 chapter and an interlude, but whatever. In which, let's see, what was it that happened in this chapter? It was, Twilight Dreamwalking stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to like, you're ready to learn Dreamwalking. Also, Rarity kind of also having a nightmare again. And like, Twilight and Rarity need to, I guess, help each other. All that stuff.
Yep.
Things going on. And the interlude in which, well, I guess that one pony that Rarity's been talking to seems to be bailing now. More or less. So that's that, I guess.
Yep, still going good.
Mhm.
Still going strong.
So that's the end of the fanfic thing, which means we're pretty much at the end of this episode.
Yep.
Yeah, very, very short. Unfortunately, yeah, that's the thing. It's just
low amount of news and not a huge
Uprooted
amount to
just
talk
wasn't a lot to say there. We tried to stretch it out, but it's kind of hard of it to do that. If you did enjoy it, though, you can listen to past and future episodes as well. Go to pony411.libsyn.com. And again, that's spelled LABSYN, and all the episodes are there, along with links to most of the things I'm about to talk about. If you want to also find us on YouTube, you do so via youtube.com/pony411. You know, like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell thingy if you need to. Do all that there. You can also, if you want to search for Pony411, you can search for it on these services. iTunes, you can search for there. Google Play, play.google.com/music. Stitcher on the mobile apps or the website. That's for those services. You can search for Pony411 on any of those. Subscribe to any one of those, whichever is your preference. And there you go. You can also listen to us on Ponyville Live, ponyvillelive.com. Just the updates with the YouTube version as every week as necessary. And on there as well, there's Ponyville FM. You can listen to us every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in into the DJs, music, all that stuff on there as well. It's a fun time.
It's a cool place.
If you want to contact us, you can do so via email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, criticisms. What do you think of this episode? Are you in agreement with us? Are you think, no, shut up, this was a great episode, what you talk about? Or no, this episode is actually god-awful, what are you talking about? I don't know. Tell us. Why not? You can do the email again. There it was. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Like us there. See new episodes of this show up and whatnot. You'll see them. That's pretty much what we use it for, is posting new episodes. And we're also on Twitter. We're at Pony411. See nonsense, tweets, whatever. Retweets, things happen. Like, what does Discord really think is the problem?
Yeah.
And of course, you can follow our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and he's at Alca7raz and an underscore at the end. I've been releasing reviews and whatnot, and now I'm apparently starting to speedrun Halo a little bit. I'm starting to learn that, so it's fun. It's a fun time.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't use my Twitter often.
Yeah. There's also our
post.
other podcast thing, New to Weeaboo. You know, follow that at New to Weeaboo. We just released a new episode about The Promised Neverland, if you want to check that out. Yeah, oof indeed. Check that out. Of course, check that anime out, then check us out, because just trust us on that one. That's it. Can't think of anything else to say, really.
I spent $500 yesterday.
Woo! Tires.
Rubbers are expensive.
Rubber tires. Tires.
Vulcanized rubber.
Specify those are tires.
Yes, I bought
Otherwise,
$500.
what the heck are you doing?
$500 worth of rubbers.
Oh, no. But anyway, join us next week. We'll be talking about the 200th episode, apparently, because apparently the best week ever actually counts. I didn't know that. It's called Twilight 7. Join us then. But until next time, please pony responsibly.
See ya.
Bye.